So today's candlelight vigil is going to require a little more than a moment of silence, because now, in addition to Michael Marshall, Devon Bailey, Elijah McClain, Marvin Booker, Jeffrey Melvin Jr., Doramus Lemuel, Jane Caballos, Nescolas Vincent Carter, Captain Richard Gary Black, Jim Appel Reed, Ryan Ronquillo, John Thomas Watson, Alan George, Dion Damon, Jessica Hernandez, Jack Jaquez, David Page, Jason Gomez, Alexis Mendez Perez, say their names, and the 8 Wuhan whistleblower doctors, our deceased friends in Wuhan, China, Italy, Iran, South Korea, Japan, US, UK, Spain, France, Germany, all countries and beyond, Nini Aung Tet Nong, and other protesters killed in Myanmar. We now also have, in one single day, let me pull up my WeChat. All right. Thursday, April 29th, 2021. A COVID-19 surge is decimating India's healthcare system. More than 200,000 people have died of COVID-19. However, the government has also reported more than 360,000 cases in the last 24 hours. Which comes after a 5-day streak of the highest single-day increases in new COVID-19 infections of any countries, and this might even still be undercounting. The surge is overwhelming India's healthcare system, and it's even underwhelming the cemetery system. See, why is it going on? Some experts believe there's a homegrown variant called B1617, or B117, which emerged in the UK, lax social distancing guidelines, declining vaccination rates, and a slow response from Prime Minister Narendra Modi only served to exacerbate the situation in India. India is the world's largest manufacturer of COVID-19 vaccines, so why is so little of the population vaccinated? Well, the country produces about 60% of the world's vaccines, but India is now running out of raw materials to produce enough vaccines for its own population. Okay, so that's a lot of dead souls that are not getting a proper burial. In addition, there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of people saying that, the way to deal with this is we need masks or we need vaccines and martial law and lockdowns and curfews. But let's think clearly through all the confusion and do the right thing and overcome all negativity. Take a deep breath so we can begin to do our research to understand the problem so that we can solve the problem by solving the source of the disease, not just the symptoms. And take a preventative approach in addition to all of the above. So research. What I am seeing is this is very similar to, first of all, let me pull up my Facebook. Okay, when 3,000 dolphins were found dead on the coast of Peru. Apparently it was updated April 2019. And this was just before the CEO of LRAD, Long Range Acoustic Device, says it also works 5 times better underwater. And here's him giving his TED Talk about his acoustic device weapon, also known as the Voice of God sonic weapon. And now it's been used on against protesters. So pulling up my Keybase, I'm at LICKYVI. And 5G DO coronavirus. DO stands for Directed Energy Weapon, which is related to LRAD. Under sources. So this is related to directed energy weapons, which are explained here by a ex-military general. And then here is a link to directed energy weapons used for crowd control around late 2019, early 2020 during the COVID and protests going on. Here's What is LRAD, the TED Talk by the CEO, Woody Norris. Another use of LRAD. LRAD used in Orlando and excessive force lawsuit in New York, also in 2020. During the protests for George Floyd protests. LRAD, together with rubber bullets used in LA. And then there's the video on Twitter, as well as the article. LRAD used on me, so I've got, documentation on my YouTube, researching this weapon, which is being used on me, too. What is electromagnetic pulse, which is another related weapon? Can new 5G technology and smart meters be used as weapons? 3,000 dolphins found dead on the coast of Peru. That was in 2012, before all of this. Okay, and Gaia hits filmmaker Patty Greer with an old school weapon, a lawsuit, but it also talks about dark circles, the disclosure, deep state, DO weapons, directed energy weapons. That's what DO stands for. And crop circles, Patty Greer interview with You Are Free TV. Just so many things. Okay, all following the death of 3,000 dolphins due to, if you read the article, it seemed to be due to some sort of sound acoustic sonic weapon. We can open up that article again. All right. Local fishermen in Lambayeque, North Peru, were first to notice the inexplicable rise in dead dolphin appearing on shore, averaging roughly 30 per day. While such mass orca strandings are not entirely uncommon, Peruvian biologist, blah, 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 says activity from petroleum companies in the nearby waters is to blame in this instant. He believes that a controversial technique for detecting oil beneath the seabed using sonar or acoustic sensing is leading the death of marine life en masse. Okay, and this is also similar to when all those people died in Wuhan, China, of coronavirus. And following that, okay, so here's 2020, pulling up my Twitter now, January 25th, 2020. In Wuhan, center of the current coronavirus outbreak, which has spread to U.S. and Europe. Here's some screenshots of that. So this is a video, a normal person was journaling. This happened, the Wuhan coronavirus outbreak happened right during Chinese New Year weekend, and everyone is in lockdown in Wuhan, and there was people trying to get food, but also so many lines, and if you watch the video, which has its link here, Like he just shows you like him walking around shopping and on the streets and just what it was like. Okay, and then right after that, the same thing happened. Lockdown, coronavirus outbreak in Europe, the U.S., all over the world. So my prediction is that, well, now we've got this new, B1617 coronavirus deadly strain in India, and and a whole bunch of people die like suddenly. And what comes next? Is it going to spread? So, how to deal with this? Well, one thing is to cure the cause. And from my research, I've been tracking what is causing all of this. Starting from, the first CDC patent of the coronavirus, the people blaming China, blaming the WHO, blaming the U.S., research labs, blaming the Wuhan research labs, okay, all this. But either way, we know that there was an outbreak in Wuhan, and it spread to the world. Then there was, and before that there was all those dolphins that died, and then we have LRAD being used against protesters. And there was also the UN Resolution 21 about, and like Bill Gates vaccines, and the that simulation, Event 21, where a bunch of like corporations and people were simulating a pandemic that would decrease the population, depopulate the earth. And now we have this event in India, and my prediction is it's going to happen not just in India. So to solve the source, cure the source, not just the symptoms, I'm going to lead you through, this is not just a moment of silence, this is meditation. And I'm also going to provide links because, no need. I'll just lead you through what I feel is best to deal with this. And I encourage, and you, like in your normal daily life, when you're like practicing meditation, or just when you're relaxing or in a calm state, or if you practice yoga, if you practice pranayama, if you practice prayer, if you practice visualization, or if you're, none of this, or like if you maybe you drink tea or do Tai Chi, acupuncture, acupressure, massage, any of these practices, or just whenever you're in a spiritual mood, to send some love, send some healing, and some higher consciousness, just good vibes and energy. Just send some of this to the people in India, knowing that if you were in the same situation as them, you would want them to do the same for you. And knowing that every word and every action is both a result of karma and creating new karma at the same time. All right. So sit cross-legged, or sit on a chair with your feet on the floor, back straight, Imagine there is a string from the center, the top of your head, pulling you up. And take a deep breath in. And exhale deeply. You can have your hands in chin mudra. So your index finger meets your thumb. Index finger is actually a little tucked under your thumb. The other three fingers are straight and, well, firm, energized. Place them with your palms facing up on your thighs. This helps direct the energy to your third eye, higher consciousness. Just relax. So first, relax physically. Just in order to relax, you have to tense first. So let's tense our whole body. Face, neck, legs, arms, trunk, thigh, buttocks, feet, neck, back of head, in front. Hold for 3 seconds and release. Okay, and now inhaling, tense the left foot, and exhale, relax it slowly. Inhale, tense the right foot. Exhale, relax it. Take your time. Inhale, tense the left calf. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense the right calf. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense the left thigh. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense the right thigh. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense from your hips and your abdomen and your chest and back and spine, just your whole trunk. And hold, tensing, and exhale, relax. Inhale, tense your left forearm. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense your right forearm. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense your left bicep. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense your right bicep. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense your left chest. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense your right chest. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense your neck. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense your head. And your back of your neck. Exhale, relax. And now feel yourself very, very relaxed. And now we're going to breathe and watch the breath. Just breathe naturally. You don't need to do anything special. You don't need to breathe, try to prolong the breath. You don't need to try to breathe rapidly. Just let it go naturally. Breath in and out. And as you inhale, inhale in pure light. It can be a white light, pure consciousness, pure prana, pure energy. Inhale in love and joy and light and peace. And as you're exhaling, let out, just release all negativity, all hate, all anxiety, tension, desires, attachments. worries, thoughts, judgments, fears, all negativity. And keep doing this and observe your breath. Breath is what keeps us alive, but oftentimes it's the one thing that we think the least about. A lot of people don't even know how to breathe properly. And bring your also focus on your third eye. So your eyes should also be looking at your third eye here between the eyebrows. And direct your energy upward to your third eye. This is the seat of consciousness. This is the Christ center, which is the same thing as the Krishna center, which is the same thing as just a metaphor for your third eye, your consciousness, your higher consciousness. You may see light, maybe various lights, but those are all just distortions of an underlying bright white light. Focus on that light. It usually appears as a blue orb surrounded by a golden ring, and a pure white light emerges from the center. That is your medulla oblongata, which is at the base of your brain, cerebrum, and it's directly linked to your third eye. You may also hear a buzzing, a buzz. You may also feel warmth, the creation of energy. This is the cosmic energy, which we all have a layer of that surrounding our body. Some people, like Jesus Christ, had a more powerful aura, which you could probably see or at least sense, and that's why all the paintings show him with like a halo of light or a halo around his head. Similar with other saints and angels, they always have a halo. The buzzing, that's the sound of your chakras. And specifically that one is one of your higher chakras. I know that like your heart kind of sounds like a violin, and like your throat sounds like flute, and like higher like bells and ringing. And, these are all just on the surface though of an underlying Om sound, or it kind of sounds like the ocean. And you can hear that when you plug your ears. That's the sound underlying all of your chakras at once. And it's a very healing sound, and tune into that sound. Or just the sound of any of your chakras, or the buzzing. It helps draw you inward and tune out all the external distractions and help you concentrate your energy on your higher consciousness as opposed to the material, illusory, gross world of the physical reality. We are concentrating on the deeper reality. So yeah, you can do that for however long, but now we move on to the last part of the meditation, and we draw Kundalini energy up from the base of the spine all the way up to the top of your head. So inhaling, draw Kundalini energy up, and exhaling, let the energy down through the front. Inhale, Kundalini energy rising, exhale, lowering down the front. And also, when you inhale, you tighten your rectal muscles, so at the bottom of the anus. That's called a mula bandha, a lock. And at the top of your inhale, lift up your chest towards your chin so that there's a constriction in your throat, and that's another lock. And hold. And just let the energy, it has nowhere else to go, so it will go inward, healing yourself deeply. And let go of all the locks, relax, and exhale. Let your energy down through the front. And repeat. Lock your mula bandha. Inhale up. Raise your chest and constrict so that it constricts the throat. Hold the breath. And let the energy pervade throughout your chakras, your spine, going deeper. And exhale down the front. And just continue doing this. And this is 24 times as powerful as the previous breathing exercise. So it would take 24 of those breathing exercises to match the effect of one of this exercise. Similarly, it would take, well, I don't know anything more powerful. 12 of these cycles, so you might have heard of Ramanujan, the great Indian mathematician, and how when the great English or British mathematician Hardy went to visit him in his hospital bed, Hardy said, "I'm so disappointed that the taxi cab number in front of me, or the taxi cab number that I took here, was a very boring number, 1729. And Ramanujan, who really, he knew every number like a friend. He knew every one of them personally. And he said, "Oh, far from it. 1729 is a number that can be written as a sum of 2 cubes in 2 ways. It's equal to 9 cubed plus 10 cubed, and it's also equal to 12 cubed plus 1 cubed. Well, this is a cool way to remember that, and who knows, maybe this is where he got that from. But if you repeat this Kundalini cycle 12 times, reading from this book, let me go grab that.